feel happy. The best. For the opportunity of being here again today. Like my Lord said, I have included this school. You might not know, I have about 22 School of Nursing that I must visit every year. Each of them, I must invest at least 10 million naira a year. The reason why I say at least is that it could be more, depending on what happens in my own income. The same thing goes to universities. I have about 8 universities that I must visit every year.
I am sure you watched the video I posted yesterday about the encounter Mr. Peter Obi had with trailer drivers in Kogi State yesterday. He was going to Kogi State, and on the road he encountered heavy traffic, and when he inquired, he was told that the police officer shot the tire of a trailer driver on that Kogi road. You know, this is actually a common practice with police officers. I don't know how they find it very easy to shoot the tire of drivers. So the trailer drivers on that road, they got angry. They used their trailer to block the road, which led to the traffic congestion on that road. Mr. Peter Obi happened to be passing on that road, and he was caught in the mix, but he stepped down for his vehicle, went to meet the protesting drivers. They were very angry, but the moment they saw Mr. Peter Obi, if you watch the video, the moment they saw Mr. Peter Obi, they were very happy. Their anger completely disappeared. The trailer driver whose tire was short was the most happiest. He went, hugged Mr. Peter Obi, and took selfie with him. Now it happened that Mr. Peter Obi was going to Kogi State for a mission, and that mission was to go and donate money. It appears that Mr. Peter Obi is on a donating money spree, because 2 days ago he was in Onitsha, where he donated 70 million naira to 3 projects. Now he went to Kogi State to donate another millions of naira. Mr. Peter Obi did share what happened in Kogi State on his Twitter account. I'm going to read it to you, so you are going to hear from the horse's mouth. He said, "Yesterday I returned to Grimmart College of Nursing Sciences in Aiba, Kogi State, to honor a pledge I had earlier made 3 months ago. I had, in my earlier visit to the college, donated 10 million to support learning." That means he has been there before and he donated 10 million to them. Both the proprietor and the rector informed me then that their most urgent need for accreditation was a 32-seater coaster bus for the student clinical experience visit. In my further discussion with the bishop, Most Reverend Dr. Anthony Adaji, he mentioned that since a brand new bus now costs over 100 million, a fairly used one costing between 20 million and 30 million will suffice. Today, I returned to the college to present a fairly used bus within the range mentioned by the proprietor to assist the students in their critical clinical experience assignment. Additionally, I donated 5 million to cover the cost of registration, insurance, and other expenses for 1 year. I extend my sincere thanks to the proprietor, management, and staff of the institution for their warm reception and commend their tireless effort in contributing to the betterment of humanity through education and health apostolate. I assure them that I will continue to support them in my modest way as we work together towards a new Nigeria that is possible. That is Mr. Peter Obi. Few days ago, he was in Onitsha. He donated 70 million in Onitsha. And everything that Mr. P2B is doing is geared towards education and healthcare. Now, he has gone to Kogi State to donate to a nursing science. Mr. P2B believes that for us to have a better healthcare, we need to start from the grassroots. And starting from the grassroots is to educate our young ones into medical science. That is why most of his projects are into schools and health sciences. Of course, we know that after the election, Mr. P2B has gone to the north and he has dug water to them. Mr. P2B always tries to identify issues where there is problem and try to provide solution. He identified that the people in the north, they lack access to potable drinking water. That was the reason why he dug water for them. Now he has gone to Kogi State and identified a school that need a need. Mr. P2B donated to the school, gave them a bus, which was their most pressing need because they need that bus for accreditation. And now I'm sure with that bus now, they will be accredited and the school will be fully functional. You might say that Mr. P2B is a politician, but currently Mr. P2B is a private citizen. Mr. P2B has not held public offices for the past 10 years. As a governor, he served with every dignity in him. Mr. P2B left billions of naira as savings in Anambra State coffer. He would have taken that money with him. Mr. P2B is a businessman and he contested the election. Mr. P2B donated over 800 million into his own campaign fund. He wasn't declared a winner. We all know that Mr. P2B won that election. Ordinarily, Mr. P2B would have gone to rest. This man has the money. From what he has been donating so far, it shows that Mr. P2B has money. Mr. P2B is wealthy. Mr. P2B should travel to any of the country in the world and go and rest with his wife. But Mr. P2B is still moving around the country trying to identify problems and solving them. The problems in Nigeria is giving Mr. P2B too much weight, too much burden in his heart. That is the reason why he's restless. He's always going around trying to identify issues to solve. And Mr. P2B is solving key critical issues in this country. On his encounter with the trailer drivers in Kogi State, one of the travelers said something. He said that for the fact that Mr. P2B still uses road to travel, it means that when he becomes the president, he will fix all the bad road in the country because he is traveling on the road. Whatever that affects politicians in this country, they always give utmost priority to it. If a private citizen like Mr. P2B can be going around identifying the issues that are affecting Nigerians and trying to solve them, imagine what will happen if he becomes the president. Imagine what will happen if Mr. P2B is given the executive power to change the life of Nigerians. Now look at the politicians we have in this country. How many of them, when they are no longer in office, goes around to look for problems to solve? How many of them are still affecting life? We are talking about Kogi State, whose governor is still being probed by the EFCC for using over $600 and something thousand to pay for the school fees of his own children ahead. The money that Yaya Bello used to pay for the school fees of his children could have been used to pump into this school and would have done great wonders to the students of that school. I am sure that this school is one of the many schools in Kogi State that have been abandoned by the government. It is such a shame that it is a private citizen from Anambra State that is going to Kogi State to identify an issue in Kogi State and rectifying it. Not even Dino Melaye, a politician in Kogi State that contested as a governor. All Dino Melaye does is to flaunt his cars on social media. Yet, Peter Obi, who has shown that he's a man of the people, who has shown that he is more concerned about the plight of Nigerians than his own personal interest. I mean, Peter Obi has put himself into so much discomfort because of Nigerians. Look at the kind of situation he put himself into on that Kogi road. I was so scared of him. There is no politician in this country that will mix with those kind of people on that Kogi road. They will not do it because they are scared of their life, because they know what they have done. But Mr. P2B has shown that time and again, he is not even scared of anything because he has done everything for humanity. P2B is moving freely with the people. Yaya Bello will not even try it. He will be killed on the spot on that road. Even your president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, cannot even try it. He will not even want to mix with the people because he knows that he has done too many harms to Nigerians. Now, I ask a very important question. What will it take for Mr. P2B to become the president of this country? Because of all the politicians in this country, Peter Obi has shown that he's the only one that cares. Atiku Abubakar is nowhere to be found. Kwankwaso is nowhere to be found. Every one of them that contested that election with him, they are nowhere to be found. Even Bola Ahmed Tinubu that won the election, that supposedly won the election, that was announced as the winner by INEC, is even nowhere to be found. He has done much harm than good to the people. What exactly will it take for Mr. Peter Obi to become the president of this country? This is what every one of you should be thinking. We should ensure that we push Mr. Peter Obi to become the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria. Because Peter Obi becoming the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a lot of things will change. The level of political rascality going on under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime will not happen under Mr. Peter Obi. It will never happen. Nigerians will not go through this pain. Peter Obi will rather discomfort himself to ensure that Nigerians live in comfort. That is the kind of man he is, and we should be thinking of ways to ensure that he become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria come 2027. Bola Ahmed Tinubu should not exceed beyond 2027 as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, because there will be dire consequences on Nigerians. Nigerians are already suffering more under Bola Ahmed Tinubu, just 1 year plus in office. Talk more of when he completes his 8 years is going to be disastrous for Nigerians. May God never allow that to happen. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.